All right, let's go. Episode 9 on our Total War Empire Grand Campaign, playing as the Russians. And this is going to be an absolutely glorious live stream. And today is going to be a beautiful day in general because we are all but guaranteed, never say never, but we're looking good to get 2 live streams in on this game today. So we'll do a quick sound check while the game's loading up. Sound is beautiful, and I have the chat up, so we're gonna keep a close eye on the chat. A little bit of consolidation to start off our live stream today. The first few battles, I think, right off the bat are going to be against the Ottomans, but I do remember after taking Stockholm yesterday, we are definitely going to need to focus on rebuilding that force up there, because Sweden isn't out yet. You know, we have really stretched ourselves out here, and they have a mass of armies here. They even have a large stack in the north of their country. So we're going to have to keep close eye on that. But heal this main army up and build a secondary force to hold Stockholm, which would hopefully, majority of them will be Gorotskis, without a doubt. And do not sleep on the Gorotskis. We've done about 8, we're about 8 episodes in the year 1724 in game. And this I can tell you about the Russians. If you ever plays the Russians on hard mode, which is what we're playing, do not sleep on the Gorotskis. They are a force to be reckoned with if utilized properly. Gorgeous unit. So we have a rebel army here, Rumian rebels, and another little raiding party here directly controlled by the Ottomans. So we are going to let him do his thing, but before we in turn, we need to start clearing off some of this rabble that's harassing us. And this army honestly is good enough to move into the next position, but we don't have enough Gorotskis here to hold Moldavia, because Moldavia is not happy. So we're going to have to hold tight. Not too many funds coming in. We had to lower our tax burden. Let our the people of our nations get a little bit less angry at us for taxing them too much recently. Yeah, those 2 artilleries are going to be an issue. Which, his units are weak. So, all of our Cossack infantry are going to engage all these units, and our Gorotskis are going to gun straight for those 2 artilleries. So, taking out this rebel army here before we end turn, and we're already foreseeing how the battle is going to play out, hopefully. We're going to get those Gorotskis and attack their artillery with them. I don't want the Gorotskis to engage his infantry, because I need them to attack them. We're using them as cavalry, essentially. So that's kind of the idea on this fight. We want to use the Gorotsky as a cavalry unit, essentially, to target their artillery. So our gorgeous artillery will line up here, deploy, general unit, put them back here. These 3 line infantry here. These 3 line in. I like the way this army's laid out because it makes for easy collection. See how you have all the Gorotskis here, all the artillery here, all the line infantry here. I like how that is laid out. So the Gorotskis, 2 here and 2 here. As a matter of fact, put the general back here so he's not targeted by his cannon fire. And now we will move up with the Gorotskis. Gorotskis will move up. That infantry will pick up. It's going to be a little bit of a format here because we'll keep our artillery in the center. Now we're kind of just going to make a straight V here. The Gorotskis are going to really engage the infantry. We left 1 all the way back here. Actually targeted one of their guns. Stop firing. Both have 1 artillery down to face them down. Oof, decimated. Stop firing. Those Gorotskis ain't gonna catch up with that artillery either. Running wild. Oh, he's coming back to the fight, so we can eliminate him. Alright, these 2 Gorotskis attack that artillery. All of our line infantry switch to melee and charge. And we actually can pull our general up too. Speed this up a little bit. Perfect. The general attack them. I need to attack that unit. Finish them off. We're going to attack him. Alright, come on, General, take out that. We just want to completely annihilate this rebel army here. Targeted. Perfect. Oh, Ramanko is here. Let's go. Now we're really going to get this game going on. My man showed up to the stream. Perfect timing. Absolutely. Ramanko, the king. Oh yes, the Gorotskis for the win again. Run him down. No prisoners. Oh, there's a hidden unit here. Interesting, that guy is hidden. And this is his last unit. Come on. Take him out. Let's go. Hurry up. Oh, another hidden unit. He's really hiding these guys back here. We'll just end. We were trying to eliminate every last one of his units, but it didn't quite work as we had planned. Alas, nothing ever does. Alright, we are going to end turn. And man, last night's live stream was epic. I mean, we conquered Istanbul and Stockholm last night. Which was, oh, we annihilated that army. Perfect. End turn. Let's go. Poland, Lithuania. Oh, Ottomans on the move. Doing some raiding. Okay, here's Sweden. What are they going to do? Oh, you going to come up here? No, we are not going to give you Ukraine. We could give you that. Well, well, well. The Maratha Confederacy is acting like fools. Oh no! No! Denmark has declared war against us. And they are allied with Hanover and United Provinces. No matter. We will smash them as we've smashed every foe before us. I wonder if Poland and Persia are going to join us. They do join us. Perfect. Denmark is making a grave error. Alright, enemy raid. New port emerges. Way up here. Okay. We can have you work on some growth here. Enemy raid. Repair. Repair. All the enemy raids are really gonna cost a lot of money to repair everything. Okay, can't repair that. Technology. Work on, yeah, plug bayonet, that's fine. Where was... You jerks. We can't repair that, we don't have enough. Okay, Sweden is not happy. So the only way to make Sweden happy... What are you, a gentleman? Let's move you down here. Oh yeah, he's coming to attack us. This army only has one artillery. So we're gonna knock him out the picture and put our forces back in here. Stockholm is going to be a bit of a defense situation for the moment here. Okay. We're still at peace with Austria. So we'd like to push further into the Ottoman Empire here. The quicker we take the Ottomans out, the better. Let's recruit Grodzki here. And how happy is Crimea? Not that happy. Have you make a Grotsky? Have you make a couple Grotskys? And put them 4 Grotskys in here. And then we'll take this army and move it forward. Same with you. Which actually, it would make more sense if we just built them out of there, instead of having them spread out everywhere. So instead of having them spread out, perfect. Nice. We'll put them in there, and then this army will take Bulgaria. That will work beautifully. So next turn, this army will come out of Maklavia, attack Bulgaria, and this main force will start moving towards Greece. Now we still have a substantial force right here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, end turn. He's going to be attacking us a little bit more often than we're attacking him, especially as far as Sweden is concerned. You should make more ranged units. Yes. That is a fact. We have a lot of ranged capabilities on our Swedish front up north. We have plenty of line infantry and artillery, but fighting the Ottomans down here, we don't have as many ranged units, and we want to retreat because we do not want to engage that army. Perfect, it retreated to where I wanted the unit to go. That, you couldn't have planned that any better. The fool. The Ottomans helped our unit retreat to where we wanted it to go. That's so funny. So we are off to a very good luck on this episode today. One thing about the Grotskys that I'm building them in the south a lot is because they have a police bonus. So they're good for garrison units because they help keep the citizens in check in this game. We have a missionary. Our first missionary recruit. So let's take you to Dagestan. Perfect. Portugal has been destroyed. Looks like Spain destroyed Portugal. Alright, they've raided here. Raid here, repair that. Imperial Palace in Moscow. And the Winter Palace is the next to build. It is 9,700. However, it will allow us to build the foot guards here and the Garde de Cheval. Oh, wow, that cavalry is stacked defensively. And that is a beautiful infantry right there. That is a line infantry right there. Look at that reloading skill. 50? Oh. Okay. We need to get that Winter Palace because those units are beautiful. And rebellion in Sweden. That's the Swedish rebels. Not worried about that. Alright, nobody's doing any invasions over here. Northern front looks good. That's just a little raiding party. Not concerned about that. Actually, we could take this cavalry. We could take these cavalry. And attack that howitzer. Finish that off. And then we'll... After this quick fight, we're going to take our 2 armies here down in the Balkans and smash up on Greece and Bulgaria. Because we're on a roll punishing the Ottoman Empire. We have them on the retreat. So we should be a little bit more aggressive down here. Sweden, we need to get a little bit more defensive. We need to build a garrison force for Stockholm. That way our ace army, which is up north, can get on the move again. Okay, just fast forward here. This howitzer, that's a foot artillery. It's not even a howitzer. Oh, it's howitzer foot artillery. Okay, I understand. Oh yeah, he's toast. That's why cavalry's so gorgeous, because they're perfect. They're absolutely perfect for taking care of raiding parties, because you completely annihilate the unit so that they don't retreat and start damaging your infrastructure in your country. I knew I was going to be in a good mood today, and Ramanko saved the day by showing up. Alright. Everyone but the Grodzkis come out. The Grodzkis will hold the city. Which they actually kind of... I think a couple of more and we can keep the... they'll be able to keep the peace in Istanbul. So this army can move. He has a force here and a force up here. He's left Bulgaria exposed, but this army is actually headed towards Greece. And this army here, which will be everybody you go back and you go back. So we'll keep those 4 as garrison troops in Moldavia. And this army here, which honestly this army could use a general unit. Perfect. We have recruited a general. And he's only 33. So we have 2 very powerful generals. And then we have a fresh general that we just recruited right here. What are you? Oh, you're an Austrian gentleman. Okay. Kind of threw me off there a little bit. I'll put the policy down a little bit here. Get our growth up. We're not too... The more funds we have, the better we are to let our economy build. To let the growth per turn keep tacking on to the region wealth. When you get to like halfway through the game, like 1750 and on, you're not too worried about growing your economy. Because if you haven't got it to where you want it to be by then, you're already in the late stage of the game. Get rid of those Catholicism factor right there. On to Bulgaria. So now we have 2 armies in the Balkans. This one is making its way towards Bulgaria, and the army of Anatolia is pushing towards Greece at the moment. I'm not sure if we can reach Greece next turn, or if that's too many move points away. And there is that army that was stationed in the docks right there. If only I didn't have an appointment today, I would just be on this the rest of the day. Woe is my life. Things to do. Okay. Not sure why I started the fight before deploying. Okay, organ gun together. Alright. We made a slight mistake by starting the fight a little bit too quick here. We started it without deploying, but that's okay. Put you here. This will make for a little bit more excitement. Alright, line infantry. Alright, these 3 are the line infantry. So the line infantry we want over here. The Grodzkis. We want to charge that organ gun. And our artillery are sitting up on a hill. Artillery, we'd like to position about right here. Oof. So our line of artillery is getting into position over here. It's going to be an uphill battle. The Grodzkis are going for the organ gun. Matter of fact, you need to run for it. The Grodzkis are going to take a beating here. So, from the viewpoint of the Ottomans, all of a sudden they see a bunch of Grodzkis run up the hill. They're just standing around. So, organ gun did not do as much damage as we thought it would. Perfect. Run him down. Come on, take him out. 1 guy left. Perfect. Okay, Grodzkis, come over here and rest. Artillery is now in position. And we're going to have them fire at the Ottoman units at the top of the hill. Ready? Aim. Fire! I woke him up. We'll knock him off that hill. Oh yeah, they're waking up now. And line infantry will keep moving back. Actually, the Grodzkis could come over here. Do a bit of a flanking maneuver. And our line infantry will shoot, retreat, shoot, retreat, shoot, retreat, while our artillery is shooting cannon shot at them. Perfect. So fall back. This is another bit of a tactic we can use here. Because Most of his units are melee, if I'm not mistaken. But they are running. Oh yeah, he's running. So we need to run too. Alright, artillery, hold fire. You break off here. You break off here. Oh, look at how our forces are separating. And we're about to... Ah, he got one hung up right there. Perfect fire. Fire right there. Right there, perfect. Perfect. Right. General, you're gonna come over here. He's. We need to start working on flanking now. Chase him down. Chase him down. Chase him down. Chase him down. Oh, we're continuing. Without a doubt. That was actually a really nice fight right there, because it had a little bit interesting dynamic to it. We started off on. He had the higher ground, and we kind of baited him to come down. Eliminate as many of their units as we can. These guys are running. Man, them guys are running right there. It would be good to get rid of these two, because those are his two good ones. These two. Those are the two Janissary units. That one's been eliminated. Nice. That was perfect. We couldn't have asked for a better elimination of the enemy. This one, they're just some weak swordsmen. They're not that critical. We'll let him get away with 44 out of 50. And our fresh general that we just recruited, he got the steady under fire trait and the surgeon trait. Ooh. 10% to recovery chance of battle casualties. So we recruited this guy. Perfect time. And you are going to attack Bulgaria. Perfect. So he's on his way to Bulgaria. He's on his way to Greece, but there is a little force right here. That's a pushover. No match for this veteran force here. Yeah, this army is all ranged. other than our general. There's no Gorotskis in this army. Gorotskis are going to become less and less useful as far as battles are concerned. The more powerful we become. And before we end turn, I'm not sure. Alright, I want to recruit. See, they have this garrison policing bonus. So that's why I need to make an army of these Gorotskis here to keep Stockholm under control. Okay, does he have a church in this region? That's one thing I forgot when you take over a region is you kind of need to do a one-over on their buildings. He has the university, which is fine. Yeah, okay. So he doesn't have a church there. Alright. So should we attack? One artillery there. One there. He has two. He looks like he's coming down. So let's take this force. Attack. And I do know what we're going to do. We're actually going to raise the taxes really high. Just for this one turn. So we can get as much money as we can to get the Winter Palace started next turn. Because now that we kind of have the our situations under control a little bit, and things have slightly toned down, and we're not being invaded at the moment, would be perfect time to start constructing our Winter Palace. Okay. Okay, everybody come back. You couldn't ask for better terrain with the heavy artillery army we have here. I mean, that is just oof. Alright, 4-line infantry on this side. 1 Gorotsky protecting the flank. 2-line infantry on this side. Not so spread out. You can be spread out. You're a fresh unit. You can take some hits. These two Gorotsky. 1 Gorotsky here. I'll take that back. These two. Hold the center. General unit off to the right in the woods. And 2 cavalry on the west flank. Slightly back. Grab all of our artillery. And wow, he has a straight line. Where is his artillery? It's over here. Wait, stop. We didn't unlimber them. Okay, all artillery positioned differently. This line infantry, he's turning his army, so let's turn ours with him. So this is a bit of an interesting engagement here. He started off facing us pretty straight, but now he's turning his army. Okay, you need to get up there and protect the artillery. I didn't think about that. Not thinking we'll get you killed in this game. You double time. Come on, get up there. got it under control here. Alright, line infantry. Alright, you two, pull back here. Oof. That's why we have these Gorotskis, because they help cover the artillery while they're deploying. Alright, grab all of our artillery. Not you, we don't want you. Get out of the way! Thank you. Trying to get a nice, solid grab. Oh my goodness. Alright, we can't grab them like that. That's not working. I'll have to grab them like this. They're being annoying. You fire this. You do not fire. Perfect. Just in time. Right, U5, switch to canister shot. These two Gorotskis get in the back, making it hard for me to target. Alright, 2 cavalry on the wing. Okay, there's the general unit. Put him right here. That's so far out in the open. Ow. All artillery, fire at will. You two really target that wing section. I want this guy out quick. Flank. Gorotski's right back there. Alright, 2 cavalry. Charge that Dragoon unit. Gorotski, move forward. Don't let him... Okay, stop. I thought that cavalry was going to charge our artillery. Alright, you two, target that line infantry. Oh, our general unit's taking hits. Alright, this Gorotski, you can go ahead and start moving towards that artillery in the back. He's got the Dragoon covered. Try and get some crossfire. Alright, all 4 of you, target that unit. And you two, target that unit. You two, cannon shot, target that artillery. Alright, Gorotski. Ah! Friendly fire, friendly fire. Friendly fire, friendly fire. Stop. That'll happen sometimes. Just have our first cavalry unit here. Let's beat this. Perfect. That battle went very well, except we had one of our artilleries got a little trigger happy and sideswiped over here, damaging half of our artillery. So that's why it's kind of good to separate your artillery a little bit, but you can have them all lined up, but you just gotta be careful. Chaos! Pandemonium! And that is gonna break him. Run him down. No mercy. Matter of fact, bring up the general unit. If I have to, I'll run this time. Okay, so this guy reformed. Great. Line infantry. Move up. Double time. Alright, let's do this. These two line infantry. And the general unit, have him chase that unit down. You chase that unit down. Chase that one down. Oh yeah, he's running. Absolutely not. We are not going to end the battle. We want total annihilation. Which is a good game, by the way. I tried actually to get Total Annihilation Kingdoms to work the other day, but it was not cooperating with me. Especially when it come to trying to record. And I couldn't get the sound quite right either. It would like play sound for a little bit and then it would stop. It was very interesting. No mercy. This last unit. Chase him down. Oh, he's not gonna make it. Ha 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 ha. Oh, we were so complete in our victory on this battle. I'm sorry, but Stockholm is ours now. And you cannot just bring an army over there and not think we're not going to try and defend it. This is our house. Get out of my house! He was actually in the front yard. He wasn't essentially attacking Stockholm. We went out and met him in the open field. Because on that fight, we had a clear advantage in the open field. Decimated. Perfect. Okay. Let's heal the artillery and the cavalry. And we'll work on healing the infantry before we march onto Norway in turn. But I got this feeling that Sweden is going to attack us. Ottoman raiding parties. The bane of my existence is the Ottoman raiding parties. Constantly harassing us. They're just upset because we cut their nation in half by making that swath through Anatolia. And Sweden did not attack us. They gave us an opportunity to heal our troops. Okay. How important is that port? Get rid of that trading port. New port in Georgia. Now this port I like. Because Georgia has no villages left. So this port can be a shipyard eventually. Enemy raid here. Here, you can't repair your infrastructure if there's an enemy unit there. New town in Anatolia, which is in desperate need of what? Religion. We have no Orthodox presence in Anatolia. fishery way up here. And Sweden and Rumelia just building a bunch of Gorotskis. And technology in Nizhny. The ring bayonet. Perfect. So ring bayonet is actually, I really should have researched that earlier because that's kind of a key technology. However, it actually wasn't really needed until now because we weren't using that many light infantry early on because of the expensiveness of them. This is beautiful, actually. Our policies. Why is Rumelia not being taxed? Tax them foods. And we actually meant to... We need to turn our policy up. To right there for one turn. So we can get enough to build a winter palace next turn. Okay, you've got plenty of Gorotskis. You, plenty. Okay, this army will take Bulgaria now, and this army will take Greece now. So we have the south under control. Pull that cavalry back to the Anatolia. Looking good, looking good. Just making sure there's no randomness about the map. And Russia is pretty when it's green on the game, but it's kind of ugly when it's snowy everywhere. And his force is still up there. So now we're kind of getting a little bit of a... We can pull this army out the city. And inside the city, we'll do another round. That will make 8 Gorotskis to keep Stockholm under control. And as far as repair, go ahead and repair you. Repair you. You are slightly expensive. And you 4. Well, we can repair everybody. Perfect. So, in about 2 turns from now, this army, if it doesn't engage anybody, will be fresh. And we will use it to march on Norway, while the 8 Gorotskis here defend Stockholm. So save. And we're going to attack Bulgaria and Greece right now. So Bulgaria. They have nothing. This is a pushover. We're still going to play it because you got to be careful auto-calcing on this game, because sometimes you auto-calc and it just puts the computer... You'll have like 5 units attack a single artillery unit, and the auto-calc will make the artillery unit destroy your 5 units. It's kind of weird. So, it's kind of hard to judge when's a good time to auto-calc. I like auto-calcing on units that are already damaged. That seems to have a more favorable outcome as far as the algorithm of this game is concerned. And the courser is making us dizzy. Fight! Okay, this time... How is Bulgaria laid out? They don't have any city walls. However, they really don't have any advantageous ground for us as far as high ground is concerned. Everything's kind of sloping against us. So our best bet is to just not deploy right now. Our best bet is to get up here on this hill. Let's go for that. We're going to have our artillery try to get up on this hill. Right about here. The general unit will slowly creep behind him. I mean, this is an easy fight, but if we get into the right position here at the crest of this ridge, it will become very easy. There's a little bitty picket here. You gotta watch out for these barricades. See, this seems like nothing, but in this game, if a cavalry unit so much as taps this thing, they just instant death. So, even something like that, you've got to watch out for. Okay, we're gonna fast forward while we get up into position. This fight is going to be over before we know it. Because our artillery is going to open up on them. Okay, come on, Korotskis. They're starting to get a little bit annoying. And deploy. There's Ottomans in the trees. Ready. Aim. Fire. Wait, did I unlimber? That is my mistake. I did not mean to do that. Ha 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 ha. All units move up. We just made a mistake with the artillery. I meant to change them to canister shot, but I accidentally hit the unlimber button. Okay, why are you not cooperating? Korotskis, come back. Perfect. Come to daddy. You would think that he would try charging our position. Oh yeah, this is over. Take that arm, pop this out. He keeps reforming, but we keep beating him back. We have this on fast speed. It's kind of funny. Oh yeah, there's no coming back from that. Gorgeous. Do you think that Total War Empire is better than Total War Napoleon? I have not played Total War Napoleon, believe it or not. So I would love to play that at some point. And that would be a good idea to finish this Russian Grand Campaign that we're playing. And then maybe try the Napoleon. And it'll be a good comparison to see the two. Because I've seen clips and videos, but I have not actually, I haven't physically put my hands on it yet. Okay, Bulgaria is now under our control. And the Ottoman Empire is just disintegrating. We have complete control of the Black Sea. I mean, the Black Sea is just... we own it. And we're already making a push into the Balkans here. Serbia and Bosnia. We'll keep them as buffers as the moment, because if we keep them over here, Austria might not be too hateful against us. They might not be too scared of us. So this army is going to attack Greece. Now, provided we don't get intercepted on the way. And yeah, we're all good up here. Perfect, okay. Charge! Okay. Alright. This is going to be interesting. He has a slight advantage in numbers, and he has the advantage of the city wall. However, we have the advantage of 3 artillery and some veteran units. I mean, this is the range capabilities of our army of Anatolia right here. I mean, straight up, that's what it is. This is the army of Anatolia. The very same that took out Dagestan and Georgia from the beginning of the game. The only thing they're missing is they no longer have their cavalry and Gorotskis, because we left them in Anatolia. And this force has been pushing through Istanbul and Greece, trying to eliminate as much of the Ottoman Empire as possible. Yeah, I would love to play Total War Napoleon. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, my friends. Can we do it? Can Dagestan's Bane, the army of Anatolia, take on Greece? What? Are you... a city as large as Greece, and he has no defensive fortifications. The Ottoman Empire is slipping on this playthrough. And we are just taking advantage of it. I say that, but we don't even have any city walls in Moscow. But Moscow does not need city walls. It is surrounded by regions right now. This fight could be the general unit we can put directly behind the artillery because he has no artillery of his own. And I learned this the hard way. Don't put your general unit behind the artillery if the enemy army has artillery, because they like to target your artillery with their artillery. That's what they like to do. And if your general unit is hiding behind your artillery, it always gets taken out from the missed shots. So we have a solid wall here of Cossack infantry and 3 artillery, which we're about to switch to canister shot in a moment. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Actually, you know what? I feel like he's going to try and charge down the middle, but if we get a nice shot here, a nice shot down the middle. Come on, artillery, reload. Fire! Ah, not quick enough. That's okay. Our general unit here. He's a veteran now. This guy has been, we've had him since the beginning of the game. Okay, artillery, get back to the guns. This Cossack infantry is struggling. All because that's combat Janissaries. They are much stronger than Cossack infantry in hand-to-hand fighting. Alright, stop. Switch to canister shot. Come on. Dang, he was level 3 too. Well, we lost one of our Cossack infantries. We might still be able to keep him. I don't know. 7 units is a push for the computer to let you keep that. Alright, get back to your guns. Back here. You switch to cannon fire. You push up. So not too bad. We lost a couple of individual units amongst our artillery. The general charged in there and saved the day. We did lose 1 Cossack infantry. See, that right there was the right tactic for the computer to do. Just charge us. I mean, that's the easiest way to take out artillery. The only thing going against him was he doesn't have the best units. These are all just city watch units. Attack that. Get that it is. It's right this way. Okay. The Ottoman Empire line infantry. Nice shot. Beautiful shot with the cannon. So all of his forces are in retreat except for these three, which these three are all hiding behind fences, and they're all armed populace. So our line infantry. Oh, he's got another one over here. Interesting. We caught him in the crossfire there. And he's getting cannonball fire. Alright, artillery, stop firing. Move the line infantry up. Greece is all but ours. I don't know what this guy thinks he's going to do. How is their hand-to-hand stats? 10, 8, 9, and 9. They do have good morale. Yeah, these level 3 Cossack infantry with 9 morale is very good. One problem with them is they really have slow reload time, the Cossack infantry. They're just pouring over that fence. Dude, we broke that unit so hard. There's this last unit back there. Complete annihilation. We'll have them walk over there. It was unfortunate that we lost one of these Cossack infantries, but it's worth it to take on Greece. Alright. George! Oh, that's glorious. Go ahead and run. Greece is ours. That was absolutely beautiful. So the Ottoman Empire, all they have left now is they have 2 regions in Europe. They have they have Serbia and Bosnia, and then they have 4 regions in the Middle East. They have Egypt, Jerusalem, Syria, and Mesopotamia. And then they have these 2 up here. So we really cut them in half. I'm shocked that they're not suing for peace. See, they put all their money into their navy. They have 5 navies. Now, majority of it's light galley, but still, that is really heavy navy-wise. Okay. Greece is under control. So, and it has a pretty good region wealth. And it's actually Orthodox. Oh, same religion as us. That will be easy to keep happy. Perfect. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. End turn. And let's see what Sweden is going to do. Okay, so Sweden is... We have an opportunity to intercept. And I'm not sure if he's going to try and attack or besiege us. So we might decline the intercept and see if he'll attack our city directly. That way we have the defense of the walls. Okay, he did not. So that's okay. We'll attack him on our own terms. Okay, not bad, not bad. Alright. Enemy raid. This army here is raiding us to death. That's why I don't like Istanbul, because it is constantly gets raided. That's going to be hard to repair. He has too many enemies over there. Okay, Sweden is covered. Bavaria has been destroyed. Istanbul's on strike, Bulgaria's on strike, Greece is on strike. Well, that is because we did heavy taxes this turn. We're trying to raise some funds for our Winter Palace, which this time we can actually put that all the way down. And that should make everybody a little bit more happy. I mean, Sweden is not happy. This region will be under control. Next turn they won't be so angry. Alright, so we're taking a breather down here. We have one Ottoman raiding party. We can't reach that one. Okay. So this turn, all we do down south is possibly eliminate this party here. But I'd like them to get a little closer. Stop raiding our countryside. And we are immediately going to attack that large army that is sitting outside the gates of Stockholm. Because if I'm not mistaken, our main army is fully healed and ready to begin its treacherous march towards Norway, with 5 or 6 armies in between us and Norway. Sweden has done the smart thing, and they have deployed all of their forces on the path between Stockholm and Norway. Okay, he is just sitting there waiting for us to attack. But he does have a little... We're going to make him move. We're going to come around the side here. And the moment he begins to turn, we charge. So we kind of just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Take these two and charge. No, this one. And attack him. That's our command unit, so we do not want him to get too heavily engaged at the moment. That's actually a heavy unit there. Let's put our command unit. See if we can get around to the side here. Flank him. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, Brodsky's got this under control. No prisoners. It would take too long to chase him down on foot. Alright, on to Norway. Wow, we have, so far this stream, we've taken Bulgaria, Greece, and we've held our defense in Stockholm, which we conquered last night. And I've got a good feeling later today our live stream is going to be this evening. We're going to have a few hours to be able to live stream. Okay. Put you back into the city. Everything is under control in the south. That is an army of... We're hoping to be able to build the Winter Palace next turn. Is this army healed? So, all these Gorotskis are garrison Stockholm. We've got it pretty well under control. You... We might attack here. And then that would be the reinforcing army. Let that army keep in. One more turn and they'd be healed. I'd like for that to heal. I almost wonder if it would let us wrap around behind him like this. Ooh. That would be nice, because being back here in this position, we attack this army, and the reinforcement army will be coming. Theoretically, on the battlefield, they'll be coming straight behind them. So we have a total of pretty even right here, but we have more veterancy and more tactics. Sweden, you'd think they'd figured out our song and dance by now. As much as we've beaten up on them, but that was our main offensive, was putting our best units against Sweden at the beginning of the game, because they're far more technologically advanced than the Ottomans starting the game off. And both of them, right off the bat, are your enemies. So these are a couple of OG enemies right here. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. My goal is, between now and the live stream this evening, to have Sweden conquered. Okay, pull everybody back. This is the most favorable terrain here. And this time we are going to do a better job of covering artillery with the Gorotskis. And have the generals sit behind this outcropping here, flanked by a couple of cavalry. Okay, we've got to watch the line of infantry because some of them are not up to full health here. So let's grab you three over here and make it 4 over here. And then the other 2 cover this side. This side. We better make it 3 and 3. Let's just be symmetrical in our defense here. And let's not beat around the bush. Cavalry on each flank. Okay. Grab all the artillery, because we're going to be manually targeting their artillery, I'm sure. Which they are deployed way over here. Okay. We might need to reform here. Stop firing. Everybody unlimber. Reform. We're positioned a little differently than I would have hoped. Unfortunately. So now this is turning out to be a interesting fight here. Gorotskis will rush up to help cover the artillery against his cavalry, and you, my friend, will rush up too. Okay, now we're getting positioned a little bit better here. Why are you over there? Okay, general unit, get behind the outcropping. Okay, you can deploy, but hold your fire. Gorotskis, move back. You 3. Can you reach canister shot? No. Okay. Fire cannon shot. That unit. These 5 artillery deploy. Move the Gorotsky behind. And have you 5. Okay, you 3 stop firing. You 5 will target that cavalry. Perfect. Okay, pull this line infantry here. Come on, double time. Get in position. Get into position. Alright. All artillery start blasting this line infantry. Switch to melee attack. Switch to melee attack. Let's put in all of his pull this cavalry back. How are you not broken yet? He's really going heavy on the left flank here. Because of our general. Pull this cavalry over here. General unit, go to the right. You three. Swing around. Alright, target that cavalry. Don't chase him down. So this single line infantry here has really got to hold the line. Fire with canister shot. Canister shot. Canister shot. All five fire with canister shot. We fire on him. Okay, this flank is exposed. Charge his position. Where is that other cavalry at? Holy moly, we did not see that. Oh, that's the reinforcing army on the right. Okay. Change of plans, change of plans. This is why we keep units in the rear. Okay, reinforcing army. Give them shot and shell. Now, these three-line infantry are going to break this regiment of force here. Alright, general unit, go back here. Cavalry, pull back. These two-line infantry, we're going to reform here. Grab all the artillery. Perfect. Stop firing. Canister shot. Firing wheel. Three-line infantry, pull back. Reform. I don't know what's wrong with me. I totally forgot about his reinforcing army, and it came on the right over here. I'd like you to come back a little bit, just because it'll make it easier for me to grab the artillery here. Alright, target him. You. Him. Alright. Cavalry. This cavalry, come over here. This cavalry is fresh. Put him over here. All of you in the range duties. Yes. Alright, target here. 5, we'll target here. Perfect. Alright, target the one in the back. You three, target that position. Whew, that got a little interesting there for a minute. He is bringing some artillery up. So we have target him. Once we break these two-line infantry, we're going to switch our artillery to cannon fire. Target that artillery back there before his line infantry comes into play. He's deploying. Get him! I got a little squirrely there for a minute. Target right in front. Beautiful shot. Look at this guy making a square formation. The main danger is over. Okay, it's shooting a little bit over here, so let's target over here. Perfect. That artillery is out of commission. Fire on that cavalry. If you see they keep shooting and it's going a little bit to the left, you move your target over. I suggest you play the mod called Empire 2. It's absolute cinema. Yes, I have watched a few clips on that too. That looks gorgeous. Okay, we've really broken that regiment of horse here. What is over here? Okay, he has no... We still have time. We need to target this artillery. We're way out of range of this guy. These two cavalry back here, I think they're just kind of protecting this artillery. But we can try and get some shots off against this guy while we're waiting for his line infantry to move up. Kind of at the edge of our range, really, so... Okay, stop. Okay, you two target here, and all of you target here. All artillery stop firing. Cannon shot. He still has some. Was that one of the artilleries over here? No, that must have been a reinforcement. Now remember, this is two armies that we're fighting against, because he had two armies sitting outside of Stockholm trying to take it back, and we engaged him on our own terms, which actually worked out better, honestly. Okay. You target here. These line infantry here have been taking a beating from the reinforcing army. Okay, all artillery. Switch to cannon fire. That artillery in the back. This cavalry, it's a good time to move him over here. And what are our two strongest over here? These two. We're going to move these two gentlemen up. They're going to take on the... We'll use these two line infantry to attack his two cavalry units here. And our two cavalry will engage his artillery. That is the plan. And as far as the reinforcement army over here, we've pretty well broken them. He's still coming in with some fresh troops. All of our artillery will work on targeting this guy, especially these five over here. We'll work on targeting this guy here. Perfect. You tell me you saw that bullet. Took his cannon right out. right out. Alright. Two cavalry here. General unit, move over here for the moment. I don't think he's going to have any. And the Grodzkis haven't even engaged anybody right now. Because there's no need. Alright, cavalry units sweep. And you two start creeping up. But keep your line thin, so as not to take too much damage from canister shot. Alright, all artillery. Target this light infantry at an angle here. Once the guns turn, they're going to start firing. Because we've really got them shooting at an angle. Nice. Oh, get that Dragoon. Get him while we still got a decent angle. Fire right now! Stop firing. Target the line infantry. He'd come in just in time for our Grodzkis, their first action of the day, taking out that Dragoon. Okay, general unit, move over here. 2 line infantry. Okay, 2 cavalry. You are taking way too long to get over here. You 2 line infantry, move up. Grodzkis, tell me you got that guy covered. Okay, perfect. Okay, artillery is a little bit exposed. However, on line infantry, this is a key engagement on the west flank here. Okay, keep your line thin, move up. Cavalry, charge his artillery. And if not, these 2 line infantry will. Nice. So, we'll have a unit get through. Probably him, I'll be honest. Get him! Alright, line infantry, attack the cavalry. Perfect. Wasn't pretty, but it was done. Okay. Ooh, okay. Cannons, cannons, cannons. Canister shot, fire. Canister shot, fire. Matter of fact, you fire over here. Grodzkis, move up. Man, this is intense. This was a big battle. Perfect. He is beaten, battered, and broken. Cannon shot. Target that line infantry. Cavalry, charge that position. No, you are the cavalry. Charge those units. Line infantry. Engage right here. A single line infantry still holding the west flank of our line. Gorgeous. Grodzkis are just chasing them down. No more reinforcements for Sweden. This is their final unit, but it is a full stack of light infantry. Matter of fact, bring the Gorotskis to bear. No, scratch that, scratch that, scratch that. I have an idea. The artillery might be in range. Ah, not quite. Okay, Gorotskis, move up. These two line infantry, we'll position them back here. This cavalry is going to be on standby, and the Gorotskis are going to start making their way against this unit. Everybody else is beaten, battered, and broken, and bashed in. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It got a little squirrely there. I was so focused at the beginning of the battle with his initial army that I'm not going to lie, I completely forgot about the larger force that was reinforcing. Okay, cannons. Fire on that line infantry that rallied. Okay, who is walking? Are all your guns destroyed? Yes, okay, so you just gonna sit in the back of the line then. You go to the back of the line. And don't let any of their units rally. Okay, he's on the move. Okay, charge melee. Gorotskis, you need to run up there just in case this line infantry breaks our units. However, our cavalry is about to do the deed. Artillery stop firing. General, come out into the middle of the battlefield for a victory lap. Well, he better hurry because he's got a massive Gorotskis approaching his position. Okay, why aren't you charging? Charge! Oh yeah, he's broken. Cavalry is just going to attack him in the rear. Just mowed him down. That charge was beautiful. Complete annihilation. Annihilation and violation. If I'm not mistaken, he has nothing left. Beautiful. I'm not sure why the battle is still continuing. Because as far as I was concerned, all of his units are broken. Unless... Oh, wait. Here we go. Okay, there it is. Victory! Beautiful. He took 1,500 casualties. And we only lost 260. And we actually didn't even have to pull from any of this army. No garrison had to come out of Stockholm to help, because none of our army retreated. It took a lot of bashing on us, but especially the line infantry, they took a beating in that fight. So we'll have to... But we've broken 2 of his armies. And right now he has 3 armies left and his garrison in Stockholm. Denmark is at war with us too, though. I'm not too concerned with them. They don't have much experience. Poland, Lithuania is just romping through the countryside like an angry bull at a Texas rodeo. If you know what that's from, you might have seen some of my other playthroughs. Okay. Interesting. Not sure about repairing these trading ports for now. I think right there, in turn, and let's see how that pans out. And now Venice has declared war against us. The only unfortunate thing about that is they probably haven't even been touched. This rebel army. Please. Get that rabble out of here. Okay. Now we can start repairing some of these because... No, first we need to build the Winter Palace. And we have researched Green Bayonet. And we will now research Square Formation or the Military Syllabus. Because Socket Bayonet will probably go straight down the line here. For that university. Now we can build the Winter Palace and put our tax burden down, which I think we already did a little bit. Put it down even further. Just build the Winter Palace. Moscow's plenty happy. I say that, but the poor people are a little bit upset. But the upper class is very happy. But the lower class is slightly upset. Oh, wow. Moscow is really up and coming. Okay, any income for the next few turns, because we're putting our tax rate down all the way, any income for the next few turns is really just going to be used to heal our units. Poland, Lithuania has cut. They have Austria cut in half here. I just noticed that. Okay, Venice does not have a large standing army in their capital. So 2 raiding armies here. We'll take both these raiding armies out with our unit from Anatolia. This force, you can stay in that port for all I care. Greece needs some Gorotskis for the garrison. Bonus. And you are under control. We'll finish off these two forces here. And then we'll heal this army. How much to heal right now? Right now about 2,800. So that's what we'll do. When we return on the next stream, we'll start off by killing these two raiding parties in Anatolia. And then we'll take this army in Sweden, eliminate these two leftover forces, and then heal them. And when they get healed up, we'll march towards Norway, probably engaging this one on the way. So right now we've got our policy down, letting all of our citizens get a little bit more happy before we start taxing them to death again. And the ministers are still looking gorgeous. Yes. And trade is on the up and up. And that's what we should do. We should check on diplomacy a little bit here. The nations are whittling down. Look, the minor nations, it's only one page now. It's not that many. The Cherokee are friendly. All the Native Americans seem to be friendly with us. Venice is at war. Denmark is at war. And then half of the major nations are at war with us. United Provinces is not at war with us, but they hate us. Prussia has no allies. Well, no wonder you are struggling, my friend. Interesting. And the Ottoman just can't stand our guts. I've never understood why Great Britain was so keen on declaring war against us, but they are allies with the Ottomans, so that would make sense. Spain is allies with Poland, Lithuania. With most of the enemies that we are at war with. No, they are at war with mostly Native American nations. Austria and United Provinces is the only European nation they're at war with. That's interesting. Okay, so we are going to return this evening and get back into it. We are making excellent progress. We are already over halfway on our goal. We only have 17 more regions to control. This is looking absolutely gorgeous. We will see everybody on the next live stream. Peace.